In life, we often find ourselves comparing our journey to others. We wonder, why can't I be like them? This habit of comparison can lead to feelings of unhappiness, especially in today's world, where social media platforms like TikTok and Instagram make it even more common. This story is for anyone who feels dissatisfied with their life and believes that others are happier. As we listen, we'll also discover some new words, so stay tuned until the end. Once upon a time, a crow was flying through the sky and landed on a tree branch. As it rested there, the crow noticed a beautiful swan swimming gracefully in a nearby pond. The swan's feathers were shining white, and a few villagers gathered by the pond to admire its beauty. Curious, the crow flew closer to the swan, but when the villagers saw the crow, they waved their hands to shoo it away. The crow thought, maybe they don't want me here because I might make the place dirty. Feeling hurt, the crow flew to another branch. Once again, the villagers waved him off. Saddened, the crow noticed how the people admired the swan for its stunning feathers, while no one seemed to care about him. Heartbroken, the crow flew away to a forest deep in the woods, perched on a branch, and began to cry. He said to himself, people hate me because of my black feathers. If only I had white feathers like the swan, I would be happy too. An older crow passed by and noticed the young crow's sadness. Why are you so upset, young one? The old crow asked. The young crow replied, I hate my black feathers. They look so ugly and no one likes me. The old crow smiled and said, if you could look like any bird, which one would you choose? The young crow quickly responded, I want to look like the swan. Everyone admires it. The old crow said, there's a magical spring deep in the forest. If you bathe in its waters with a pure heart, you can change your appearance. But before you do that, why don't you ask the swan if it is truly happy? The young crow thought for a moment and agreed. He flew back to the pond to speak with the swan. Dear swan, the crow said, you must be the happiest bird in the village with your beautiful white feathers. Everyone loves you. Are you truly happy? The swan looked down and replied, thank you for your kind words. My feathers may be beautiful, but I am not happy. People keep me as a pet, and I can't live freely. When I get old, they might even use me for my meat. I don't know if I'll be alive tomorrow. Shocked, the crow asked, then who do you think is the happiest bird? The swan thought for a moment and said, I think parrots are the happiest. Their colorful feathers are even more beautiful than mine, and people don't eat them. The crow thanked the swan and set off in search of a parrot. After some time, he found one sitting on a tree branch. Dear parrot, the crow said, your feathers are so colorful and beautiful. You must be the happiest bird. The parrot sighed and replied, my feathers may be pretty, but because of them, people put me in cages and spend my life locked up, and I'm always scared. The crow, feeling even more saddened, asked, then who do you think is the happiest bird? The parrot answered, I think the peacock is the happiest bird. People admire its stunning feathers and even give it a large cage to live in. The crow flew to a zoo to meet a peacock. He watched as the peacock spread its brilliant feathers while many visitors admired it. Dear peacock, the crow said, you're so beautiful. Your feathers are amazing. You must be the happiest bird in the world. The peacock looked at the crow and said, no, my friend, I'm not happy. People take my feathers and sell them. It is painful when they pluck them, and it happens again and again. I wish I could live freely like you, where no one bothers me and I can go wherever I want. The crow was surprised. He realized how much he had been taking his freedom for granted. Thanking the peacock, and he flew back to the wise old crow. I don't want to be anyone else anymore. The young crow said, I'm happy being a crow. This story teaches us a valuable lesson. Everyone has their struggles, and comparing ourselves to others only brings unhappiness. Instead, we should be grateful for what we have. Remember, you are unique, and no one can be a better version of you than yourself. If this story helped you learn a new lesson or discover new words, don't forget to like and share your thoughts. See you in the next story where we'll continue learning together.